Hey guys, Charlie here from FunkyVapes. This is kind of a strange video. We're in the Funkmobile on location at Brock University in sunny St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. I come here sometimes in between classes. I got a big break today. And just like to relax, listen to the radio, have a vape. And I was thinking today, I feel bad. I haven't actually done a review on my go-to PV or e-cig, and this is the thing that really saved my life. This is the device. So I thought I'd make a quick, well, it's not going to be quick, it's going to be a long, boring little video, I guess, just on the GG series and how it's changed my life. There's lots of reviews. I would recommend watching I Getcha 69. I believe that's it. Yeah. He does a great review on like the UFS and the Odysseus that just came out. I believe he does the device itself as well. So it won't be your standard review, but we'll talk about it a bit. So maybe we'll talk about how I started vaping. I looked into electronic cigarettes for a long time. I was always hesitant to try them. They were so expensive, as far as I knew, just Googling it and coming up with various websites. I figured it was about $140 to start with those little dinky 510s or KR808s. So I was reluctant to try it. And then somehow, someone at this university actually, I saw them walking around with an Ego, and my friend knew who she was, so we had to try it, and I thought, wow, this thing's cool. And she said they weren't as expensive as I thought, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So I found ECF, joined the forums, and started to ask some questions. I met another Canadian who sold electronic cigarettes just out of his home, his car kind of deal. So I met up with him, bought an Ego set, and I used those probably from June 2011 until probably about the end of July, and I realized, yeah, I'm not getting the battery life I like. So I looked into the electronic cigarette mods, and the first one I got was called a Protege, and I don't exactly know who put that out. I think it was Pure Smoker, and it was a V3, this tiny little thing. I think they used 14500 batteries, and it didn't really change anything. The battery life was comparable. It had a sticky switch on it, and it kind of threw me off. I ended up getting I went and got a Buzz, and then I got an Infinity. I got some spark plugs, but where the top cap was like glued on, it all came apart, and it threw me off again. And I always seen the GGs on, you know, people's signatures and profile pictures, and I thought, wow, what a big electronic cigarette. I don't want to use this. And somehow something convinced me to try it. So I went on Gentleman's Reserve. It's the Canadian seller for these, and I picked one up, and I got it probably at the beginning of August, maybe towards September. And I thought this would be my birthday present for myself, September 3rd, if you want to buy me something. And it came, and I'm like, wow, it's not as big as I thought it was. It actually seemed pretty small. And I fell in love with it. I mean, just to talk about how nice it looks. I mean, it's stainless steel. This is the stainless steel one. You can get the nickel ones. They were aluminum for a while. It's so heavy, and you can just, it feels right. Like, it feels like a nice solid device. I had just started out. This is a UFS on it now. I believe it's called the uninterrupted feed system, and I'm in love with this. But I had just the standard cap. I threw cartomizers on it, dripped on an atomizer. It was great. The battery life is awesome. I have since the first day I've been using the AWIMR 18650 batteries. I get more than all day out of them. I've never had it run out on me. I always just charge them at night, and it's been perfect. Yeah, hold on. Absolutely great. Eventually I got an iAddy. I wasn't so much in love with that. It was a lot of tinkering for me, and there was something wrong with one of the threads, but that wasn't, I got it secondhand, so it was no fault of Imeo's. and eventually just got to the UFS, and this is the absolute perfect device for me. There's nothing that I've enjoyed even half as much. I've owned every mod you can think of since then. I usually just use them for a while, sell them. I got a couple Rios now just to try the bottom feeders out. They're great, but this is the one for me. I tried the Diamante, the Proveri, Buzz Pro. What else have I tried? Lots and lots of stuff. And this is where I'm at now, and I love it. And besides the aesthetics, it's a paradox. I mean, it is simple when you think about it. I mean, it adjusts, and I'm sure you guys know this. Watch some other videos. It incorporates virtually any battery you can think of and adjusts to the size of it. Even if there's even slight variances in some of the battery heights will screw you up on other electronic cigarettes. This one, it isn't so. And the paradox part of it is it's extremely well manufactured. I mean, everything just fits together perfectly. Oh, we got some visitors over here. Just so beautifully well made, and everything works perfect. I mean, the UFS does exactly what it's supposed to. It feeds it constantly. I haven't had a dry hit on this thing in months. It takes a bit of time getting used to, and once you have it down pat, it is extraordinary. This thing will not let you down. As far as I know, it may be informal, maybe it's formal. There's a lifetime warranty. I mean, this stuff doesn't break. It's just, it's so nice. Which brings me to the other part of it, the community. I mean, for such an investment, I mean, it is kind of expensive. I'm over $400 invested into these now, but it's worth it. I mean, people quote, oh, you know, I save so much money from smoking, whatever. And I read on the forums today, someone's like, well, it's an unfair comparison. If you don't smoke anymore, stop going back to the smokes. But I think it's still fair to say, if you're going to spend it on cigarettes, why not spend it on something that's going to save your life? It's reliable. I know it's debatable, and I want to get into more of the philosophy of that in subsequent videos to come. But yeah, I'm kind of trailing off. I got the vape, get back on track. The community. I mean, when you put this much money into something and invest your time, it's nice to know that there's a community of people that have done the same thing, and they're so knowledgeable. I mean, on ECF, you ask a question about the GG in their subforum, and it's answered like that by Imeo himself, who designed it, or someone who's just as knowledgeable, sometimes even more knowledgeable. And it's so great. In the last month alone, I've gotten an O-ring went missing. I lost it at the bar for the top cap here, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, it was so tough in Canada to find it. I didn't want to pay $10 shipping, so I just asked around, where do you guys get your stuff from? And I got a private message from Para within, you know, a couple hours, and he said, give me your address, I'll send you out one. Sent me an O-ring, fit perfectly. It was great. No, he didn't even charge me anything, not even postage. It was so nice. A couple days ago, I wanted to try the UFS in its full capacity, and my drip tip wouldn't fit on. I had to use something else, and I love these nice, big, flashy drip tips, the Mings. And Martin C., I believe his name is, from Quebec, another Canadian guy, just said, hey, I got an extra one kicking around, give me your address. Mailed it out to me. You would not accept any payment for it, no postage, nothing. Just sent it out, said, have a great day, let me know how it works for you. And there's so much support. Everyone just, you know, they answer questions, they deal with trolls really well. There's lots of people that come on and, you know, it's a big electronic cigarette, no, I'm not wasting money on that, no. It doesn't matter. They deal with them so nice. Everyone has their opinion. It's such a great community to come back to. And it's so reliable. I can't even imagine using something else at this point. And I know I've never received anything for free, minus, you know, little parts here and there, but I paid money for this, and I feel great endorsing it. I think that if you're ready to move on from your standard electronic cigarette, just go right to the best. Don't do all the little steps in the middle. I mean, Imeo tries to stay on top of everything. There's a variable voltage modulation for it coming out soon. If you like rebuildable atomizers, he's there for you. If you like standard atomizers, the UFS, unbeatable. You can use cartomizers in it. It's just all around the best electronic cigarette I've used personally, and I've used a lot. I don't know what else I can say about them. It looks beautiful. It works exactly like it's supposed to, and the community is so helpful. I mean, These guys are always here for you. It's fun. Imeo has contests. He gives away, I mean, for a bunch of months anyways, he was giving away an entire GGTS every month. It's great. It's so much fun just to be around and chat with everybody. And hopefully a lot of the family members are watching this. And I'm sorry, it's probably a boring video and doesn't do it justice, but you guys are great. I love hanging out, having a chat. I can't get enough of kicking around the GG forums. And you learn I've learned about voltages and batteries and chemicals, things I knew nothing about before, just from talking to you guys from every walk of life. Your input means so much, and it really teaches you about, things outside of electronic cigarettes. And I'm not sure how long the video is. Like I said, this is just casual. I'm kicking back, take another vape. For anyone curious, this is just a 1.5 ohm, it's low resistance, Joy atomizer. That's it, 510 atomizer. And like I said, I haven't had a dry hit in months. I couldn't even tell you what it tastes like anymore. And the juice tastes perfect. It feeds, VG juices. This is 70% VG, but I've used Boba's Bounty in there, 100% VG, and it works all the same. I get amazing life out of these atomizers. They last me weeks at a time without having to change them. They don't get gunked up. So yeah, the GGTS, Imeo, the GG family, you've saved my life. I mean, I keep saying I should be more clear, I suppose. But without this particular PV, I'm almost certain I would have been fed up a while ago with just the low battery life and the maintenance and the leaking, and I've never had a problem. It's so well crafted. Anybody curious out there, direct them to Scott's videos, I Get You 69. To Imeo's videos, they're great. He breaks down everything perfectly. And I'm sure there's other videos that I'm missing of people who've done great reviews on this product. But direct them here too. Maybe just the casual, laid-back opinions might help sway their decision or your decision. So if you haven't tried it, join the forums, ask tons of questions, ask as many questions as you can, and you'll receive more answers than you'd ever expect. It's great. As I said, I don't know what this video is supposed to be about. It's just me telling you how much I love this electronic cigarette and why some people say we have a closed mind in the GG family, that we just blindly follow Imeo and we'll buy anything, but it really does work. And as far as I can tell, in the near future, nothing even comes close to this level of craftsmanship and functionality. Well, I drop it all the time and it still works great. They're beautiful. They're serial numbered. They're collectible. It's just so beautiful to see something so well made that functions like it's supposed to and has the support behind it. I'm rambling. I've said all of these things before. Thank you, Imeo. Thank you, GG family, for always being there for us. And vape groovily. That's it.